Hey, this is Voice. Welcome back and welcome to A Voice in the Wilderness with Lad from the Woods. It's Saturday, July 17th, and I got some stuff I want to talk about. I went on the CNN website on my telephone, and the first thing that jumps out at me: say goodbye to your carefree COVID summer. Cases are up in every U.S. state. Vaccinations are down. Safety protocols are being reinstated. Summer is getting a reality check. It never ends with these people. They got to keep everybody up in a twist. 1 minute we're being told if you're double vaxxed, you can be fine. Away you go. Now we're being told no. Then we're told the Delta thing, well, you could probably get it if you're double vaxxed, but don't worry about it. It won't be serious, or you probably won't get it anyway. So, you know, this guy here, what's his name? Zachary B. Wolf, just a kid. I have no idea what his qualifications are. I don't really care. But I'll read what he wrote here, okay? Summer, hang on here. Got to get my bifocals here closer so I'm not looking up and you're seeing the inside of my nose all the time here. Let me move this thing. God damn. Maybe I do need a laptop after all. Okay, summer is only half done, but the carefree COVID season is over. Case numbers and hospitalizations are up. Vaccinations are down, and the U.S. government has labeled... Probably be better off without my glasses. Vaccinations are down, and the U.S. government has labeled vaccine misinformation as a serious threat to public health. Now, doesn't that sound a little bit nuts? Vaccine misinformation. Okay, so they say that's appearing on Facebook and this one and that one and this one and that one. Here's the problem with some of this. First of all, the whole world isn't on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or whatever have you. I'm sure there's probably tens of millions of people that don't go there at all. So where's the other misinformation coming from? From the government? From CNN? MSNBC? Fox? Where is it coming from? Zachary? Okay? Now, let's go down and see if he says. This is not a problem we can take years to solve, U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy told Jake Tapper, there's another genius, after releasing a 22-page health advisory. The White House blames Facebook in part, and the White House press secretary Jen Psaki said the platform must move faster to take down misinformation before people see it and not after it's been posted for a few days. Well, I'm sorry, Jen, but that's censorship and it's wrong. And I hate being on the side of Facebook, but you people are wrong, okay? What needs to happen is if there's misinformation out there, then you do government ads on Facebook like you would have done on a TV or a billboard or whatever have you. The government of the United States, you know, puts an ad up on Facebook, puts a thing, you know, whatever. Now, of course, if they were public utilities and common carriers, you guys wouldn't have to worry about all that. But, see, you don't want to do that. And so you can't blame Facebook. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be the First Amendment. So if somebody's putting misinformation up there and a guy or girl comes along and reads it and decides that's right as opposed to your government thing, well, then they die, and I'm sorry. But I mean, you cannot save every single person, okay? And not every single person, no matter how much you berate them, is going to get that shot. And yeah, they probably will get somebody and get sick or not, but that's it. But you can't cancel a whole fucking summer for the, what are we at, 48% of double vaxxed here in Canada. I don't know what the numbers are there, but we're headed in a really good direction. And to the point where our prime minister is now saying that double vaxxed Americans can cross the border again. Like this is complete and utter bullshit, this Zachary guy. Now, how come he won't get taken off or taken down if his shit turns up on YouTube or whatever? Because that's simple misinformation. Listen to this guy. This is the strange and deadly new COVID conundrum. The vaccine saves lives and we have it. We already know about that. Public health professionals are crying out that every single new U.S. COVID death is preventable by vaccine the country has in abundance. No, it's not. Because some people are just not going to get the fucking shots. What does it take for you idiots to get this through your fucking head? You cannot be a nanny society for everybody. Okay? That liberals on the left and right on the right, whatever. If you're trying to say it won't happen. You don't under fucking stand. And you have to start understanding. Some don't trust it. Yeah, no shit. And some of that is to blame of other misinformation people like CNN, Fox, and MSNBC, and other mainstream media like the New York Times, Washington Post, CIA owned by Jeff Bezos. Okay, so, you know, we get misinformation there. We get misinformation on the TV, misinformation on the internet. Yet me as an adult who's not college educated, simple blue-collar worker, just barely that, definitely not ruling elite, backwoods hillbilly, but I knew enough to go read stuff and going, okay, yeah, I'll take it. You know, of course there's a chance, but there's a chance with a lot of things that you take. So, some people you're not going to be able to force, and that's that. Now it says freedom to infect is his next little thing. Some Republican lawmakers and governors seem to be actively trying to push Americans away from the vaccine to help community insist will save lives. Well, same with the Republican lawmakers. Don't push them either way. They're adults. Let them make their own decision. They're adults. Let them make their own decision for their children and family members. Okay? It comes to a point where you've given the information out, and if they're not going to take it and still believe misinformation, well, you can't go around censoring that stuff. It's their choice. Even if you take away that misinformation, they will find a place to find it. They will find a place to believe it. So, but don't make the rest of us suffer because of it. You know? Convincing the unconvinced. I watched a very sad interview on Friday on CNN with sisters from Arkansas who lost their unvaccinated mother to COVID explained she just didn't think the disease would come to her. I tried being very factual with her about what we know about the COVID and that you could get it from somebody that isn't even showing symptoms yet. Rachel McGinn-Roser told CNN's Kate Baldwin, and I don't really know if her opinion really has changed. She was stubborn, and so she made up her mind that she wasn't going to do it, so she wasn't going to do it. That's it. So you stop worrying about it. Stop being nannies, okay? Kate Baldwin, whoever else, CNN, and the rest of you. Go get your vaccine if you want it, but shut the fuck up and mind your own business about the rest of it. Because you're not going to change these people. You're not going to handcuff them. You're not going to jab a needle in them and let them go. Okay? It's not going to happen. So everybody knows the vaccines are out there. Everybody knows they're not hard to get. And if people choose not to get it, it's none of your fucking business. Moving right along. Breakthrough cases. The vaccine does not entirely stop transmission. We know, for the people that actually read about it, there are more and more stories of vaccinated people contracting COVID, but they are not dying, or for the most part, being hospitalized. Okay, so, but he doesn't state any stuff. He just says that. I don't see anything that proves that. But anyways, yeah, I'm sure that there are people that have gotten it. There's a 95 or 90% chance that you can get something. It says right there in the Pfizer news, you're told that. You're told about the after effects from it. Nothing's hidden. So we know it. The ones that got it and the ones that don't want it, they don't need to know it because they're not going to get it. And they probably do know it, and they're still not going to get it. Again, it's coming back to mind your own fucking business. Nanny society. Okay? Three Texas State House Democrats who are fully vaccinated have tested positive. The Texas House Democratic Caucus said Saturday. They were part of a group of State House Democrats who flew from Austin to Washington, D.C. this week to break State House decorum and block the Republicans from passing a new restrictive voting law. Okay. 3 out of how many, what is it? There's over 100 million now people that are partially vaccinated, The New York Yankees, for the second time this season, had so-called breakthrough cases of COVID in vaccinated players, which postponed Thursday's game. Okay, we'll move on. Every health cover coming across tells me the 2 shots of Pfizer I got in February are what's keeping a 52-year-old like me from having a far worse experience than the awful one I'm having. Fine. But we were all told that. And some of us are just going to have to live with that. Maybe when the boosters are approved for later, maybe that'll help. That's it. There's nothing that's 100%. Apparently, we have a company here in Canada that does the mRNA that is getting ready to release a 100% effective one out here in the next, I don't know, so many months. But till I see that happen and it's proved in papers, I don't believe it. So why do we have to shut down our summer again? I don't get that. Okay, people like me are saying, okay, I got a 95% chance, and they say like 0 chance to be seriously sick. Oh well. The anti-vax, no hesitancy, hostility. The anti-vaccine rhetoric pushed on Fox, okay, CNN, you're doing it too, and MSNBC, and Fox, and spread on the social media sites like Facebook sounds absurd when it's carved into sound bites. But it is helping to turn vaccine hesitancy into outright hostility. No. There was outright hostility towards the vaccine from the beginning, and COVID from the beginning, and you're not going to change those people. If someone in their family gets sick and then they get sick, well, maybe later on they'll want the vaccine, but that's just what you're going to have to live. Darwin strikes again, okay? Conservatives at CPAC last weekend cheered the idea of low vaccination numbers. Okay. So they're saying something stupid, at least as far as the rest of the world's concerned. Okay? So let them say it. And if people aren't adult enough or smart enough to do that, to change their mind about it, well, I mean...